All right, getting my side dishes ready for the 4th of July. We've got some beautiful Brussels sprouts. I'm just cutting them in half. The big ones, I'll quarter into 4s. Throw them over there. I've got some broccoli rabe, chopped up broccoli rabe with sweet bell peppers, red, green, red, yellow, and orange with some garlic in this one. I got my seasoning, our grill party dust, got some garlic, a little olive oil. We're gonna fuse it all together, and it's gonna be one beautiful side dish. All right, this right here is for our side dish. This is for our Brussels sprouts. So what we're gonna do, take some bacon, cut it into strips. We're basically gonna dice some bacon, make some small pieces, lardons, whatever you wanna call them. And we're gonna use these along with our Brussels sprouts. We're gonna brown these up in a cast iron skillet and use the drippings from it to make a beautiful sauce to go along with these Brussels sprouts. We're gonna put on the cast iron skillet, and if you notice, I put another rack in there. So I got my ribs in the bottom, and I got a rack right there. We're going on with a cast iron skillet. And we're getting ready to put some diced bacon in, crisp these up, smoke them up a little bit, and we're gonna use this bacon fat for a beautiful dressing for some Brussels sprouts. Y'all stay tuned. All right, as you can see, our bacon has rendered a lot of its fat. You got ribs at the bottom, y'all, baby backs. So I'm gonna let it sit on here about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna take it off and we'll go on to step number 2. But they look good so far. Drum smoker, y'all. 2 racks, 3 levels. Yeah, boy. All right. My bacon is ready. My bacon is nice and crispy. All right. Second step in the game. I'm gonna take all of the bacon out. Put it on this paper towel, let it absorb all of the excess fat. All right, now, these bacon drippings right here, this is the good stuff. What I have in here, all right, we got our bacon bits off. All right, now we're left with the bacon fat. What I have in here are some cherry tomatoes that I sliced up, some scallions, green onions, and some garlic, and then there's some tomato juice from the sliced tomatoes in here as well. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take this bacon fat and we're gonna pour it in there. And there's only a little bit of bacon fat. That was only 1 strip of bacon. We're gonna let the bacon fat and the heat from the bacon fat warm through and kind of cook through the garlic. And this is for our vinaigrette. We're gonna take some balsamic vinegar. We're gonna add a few dashes, maybe about 10, 8 to 10. Mix that up real nice and pretty. And then we're gonna take some honey. Any kind of honey would work, clover honey. And we're gonna put about a tablespoon in there. And we're gonna mix this around. And this is what we are going to drizzle on top of our beautiful Brussels sprouts. So taste it if you want to, but I know it's good. Y'all stay tuned. All right, we've got our cast iron skillet back in the grill. We got some leftover bacon fat and renderings in there. We're gonna take our Brussels sprouts right here, put them in the pan. We're also going to take our combination of broccoli rabe, red bell peppers, yellow bell peppers, orange bell peppers, and just a little bit of garlic. And we're going to add that to it as well. If you don't like bacon, and of course you could have left the bacon out and you could have did everything, you could have substituted everything with just regular old extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to mix this up. And as always, you have to season, and I'm going to season with my gourmet grilling dust. The seasoning is also going to help break down the vegetables a little bit, because again, we didn't add a lot of oil to the vegetables. All right, we're going to let them sit in there and break down a little bit, and we'll be right back. Side dishes, y'all. Ribs is cool, but you need a good side dish. All right. Came out here to check on these beautiful Brussels sprouts and broccoli rabe. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. See if we can get in now on it. All right. It looks good. My grill is probably at about 300 degrees right now. And man, they taking on, I just tasted them a little while ago. It's taking on a good smoky flavor. It's gonna be some good eating. I'm gonna let it wilt down just a little bit more. Let it take on a little bit more of that smoke flavor. And then we'll go to step 2. And I'm running Western lump charcoal on these. This is all Western lump charcoal, no dry wood, so it's just straight lump. All right, I think our veggies, Brussels sprouts and broccoli rabe are ready to come off. They're in a cast iron. They're not gonna have that nice, heavy brown bottom that you generally get from a cast iron if you cook them on the stove. The Brussels sprouts won't. They won't have the good browning that a cast iron will give you, but they're wilted up really nice. So I'm gonna get ready to take them off and go on to step 2. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. It's the close out. These are our beautiful Brussels sprouts, some broccoli raw with some red peppers, garlic, and all that good stuff. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We got a nice little white dish right here. I know you can't see this, but I'm gonna go ahead and fan these out nice and pretty. Nice and pretty. All right, see if you can get it real good. We're gonna take our beautiful bacon and honey balsamic glaze and run that right down the middle. It's gonna be some good eating right here. All right, we're gonna take our chopped up bacon, use as much as you want, and again, if you're vegan, not vegan, but if you don't eat pork, of course, leave it out. Parmesan cheese. And just to touch it up with a little bit of gourmet grilling dust. And that's it, y'all. That is it. There you have a beautiful balsamic and beautiful bacon and balsamic. There you have a beautiful Brussels sprouts and broccoli rabe, bacon and honey balsamic glazed.